So, how are you, good people? Welcome to this live stream. Today is Wednesday morning. Actually, it is 5:14 a.m. This is Asian session. We're now on. I want to look at the market, analyze, and see what we're expecting today. Um, and see how we can be able to make some money if need be. If you joined here tomorrow, yesterday, you know what we were looking at. We were live in the morning. Um, Now, there is a mistake that also happened yesterday. That's why the title of this live stream is a mistake that has to be corrected. So there is a small mistake that happened yesterday, and I want to first of all start by highlighting that mistake. Then we see if we can get some entries today and take a trade. So let's go into the chart. Let's go into the chart and see where the mistake was and how best we can address that mistake. All right. The first mistake already you can see it is here. Now, if you were in my live stream from Monday when the price was about here, if you had that live stream very well, I asked people to buy. I remember I said buy, then your take profit was supposed to be somewhere here at this particular order block. And I said personally, I will not be buying. Uh, I explained personally that I said that I'll not be buying. Rather, I'll be waiting for the price to come in so that I can sell from here. And I had put my alert there. Now tomorrow, yesterday, I don't know what happened to me. I forgot and I removed the alert. So I was initially sent, I intended to sell from this particular point, exactly this particular point, and I forgot. So coming back, um, after removing my alert and everything, I forgot about this. I forgot about this particular move. Understand? I forgot about that setup, the setup that I had. I was looking at it from Monday. So you can see yesterday, actually, no, this is about here. Where price was reacting here. This actually now was yesterday. Now, yesterday when I came after removing the alert and everything, I forgot about that setup. So it's like I was looking for something else. Now I wanted the price to react from somewhere about here before I can take a move. Whereas on Monday, I really planned to take a sell from here. So yesterday, after removing the alert and removing the drawing, my mind ran out, and now I was expecting price to come here so that I can see if I can take some sales from this particular level, which of course you can see sales are boiling nicely. So that was a first mistake. I lost about 3.6 RR because of that simple mistake. You analyze a market, then you forgot you delete all your analysis on the particular market, and you end up missing the move. Next one is this GU. Do you those who are live know it? Yesterday, I gave out this entry and we entered correctly. Actually, we put in our stop and our limit here. All right, our sell limit entry here. So those are 4.23, and right now we've gathered 3.25. Let me just put it like that and put a request there that um, because we exited the market. So okay, let me just take it so that I can take it to the Nini. The Nini. GU, everything ticked and we entered the market. We really entered this market. I see everything was here, free action, entry, everything ticked. Um, so results. These were the results. Clean 3RR. Now this is not what we are really expecting. We're really expecting even up to about 5RR. Okay. Now I want to explain where my mistake was here. My mistake. Up to you. This should be my mistake, honestly. You can see what we were expecting here. It was about resting about 1.33345 here, but we ended up leaving at about 1.33511. So it was a bit higher than where we expected. Now, I don't know why I was holding this trade very well. All right. I was really holding this trade very well, and I had all the reasons to hold this trade because still I also believe that this trade would come to this level. Still, I believe my drawn liquidity will be taken. All right, that's my strong belief. And even better still, and even better still, price might come to react on this level. That was a good trade on this level. But I don't know what happened. Yesterday night, after just watching World Cup and Argentina had won, and my heart was very happy. I felt like I should not have sleep with any stress of holding a trade or anything. I just felt like I should close the trade, and that's what I did. So I closed the trade before it actually moved. So I closed, I think, at about $200, and it was about here. And just after closing, I felt really bad. I felt real bad, and it was not. It's not. It is always not a plan to close a trade before it. Actually, if there is no news coming in, if you've not made more than maybe say 3 RR, sometimes a trade can be that of 10 RR, and maybe your risk to reward, maybe your risk management is that if you get 3 RR, you are free to close the trade. So me, it was way below my Actually, I just made almost 1.3 RR. So I really felt bad about it, and it's something that I encourage people not to be doing. Better trade that will go to your directions and go and hit a stop loss, if so be, than closing trades prematurely because of emotions and everything, because in the long run, you will not survive. All right. So that's something that you need to really take care of. So that's a mistake that already has happened, and I pray that you learn from these mistakes. Now, one of the mistakes that we discussed on Monday about how I was able to miss 27 RR last week was about entries. Now, I want to see how we solved that mistake and we're able to get this trade. For this GU trade, this one here, we realize that at times when we have everything else is set, but it just come to execution was a problem. Market comes and taps our window and leave very fast. So what did we do? We are now deciding to, if you have a clear entry, we're deciding now to work with pending orders. All right. So had we not used pending orders for this trade, perhaps we'd also, maybe chances would be high we would have missed this trade. But because of the pending orders pending orders that we used on this one, we were able to be taken in. The same case for this gold. Had we resolved the idea of pending order early, we could have been taken in good time. But anyway, it has happened. I believe we are still correcting mistakes here and there. If you can, sometimes that's life. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. When you can correct one mistake over time, it means you are adapting. You are growing. All right. So that is man, this is my kahawa. So it's good these early mornings you have some kahawa with you. So you can do something. Actually, you have to wake up early in the morning, but I woke up at 1, by the way. I normally wake up at 1. So I did not come here, but I was checking the market because, of course, I was in the market 10. And to find sometimes maybe between 10 and 1, nothing much has happened. So I checked the market and I saw that there's no move that would trigger me to wake up. I also checked at 3, there was no move. Then I came back and now at 5. All right. So I just want to be here for 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Then we'll be done for the day. We go about doing our other stuff. Then we'll meet later in the evening at about 3ish or 4 p.m. there. That's when we'll meet again for the New York liquidity. All right. Um, okay. Hi. So let's go back. Let's go. Let's start with this precious metal. Tukashaanza our analysis that has gone. So let's start with this precious metal. Now, if clearly you can see, let's see if I get some entries. They want to see if I can get entries. We're going to go in and go in. Metal, rather gold, is currently acting at a very important zone. It is a yes, it's a trend line. It is a trend line, and again, it is a completion of a W pattern. You see this W pattern, and I talked about it in my early video that perhaps gold might come to react to this W. Being this is a neckline of a W pattern, and that's exactly what gold is doing. All right. So we have a neckline, and also we have the neckline. I mean the top, the neckline. I mean the trend line liquidity. Are you together? Now, so let's move whatever is not working for us right now. This is our forward time frame. We want to see what's going to happen. So of course we ain't need this straight line. It already served this purpose. What do you see, guys? Personally, I can see more of a flip point. Flip point is a place where market was initially respecting, or where support is about turn to be a resistance or so. So that's a flip point. To me, gold, I normally go with the levels mostly. Gold respects a lot of levels. Okay. And again, clearly you can see there's something like an M pattern. And these are very good reversal pattern, a very good one, reversal pattern. So we might have something like this. I think gold, if you're not careful, gold might still push to this extreme demand zone. That's what personally I'm looking at as we speak. Yeah. Because right now we have W pattern. This one is a very good W pattern because it has a lot of my liquidity that have been swept. You can see liquidity swept. Thank you. You come here, you come here, liquidity has been swept, closed below. So you can just keep gold can just create a lot of inducements here, perhaps. Very clear, maybe again sweep and pull down. Sawa sawa. So we are really waiting for a lot of liquidity to be swept going down. And that is my bias for this one. All right. But again, at the same time, you see there's an extreme POI above there. There's an extreme POI above there. So uh, price might want to react to that extreme POI. Let's remove this so that we have clean chart. Okay. So just here to enable to randomly. See what I'm about after one entry, you make money with one entry, you leave the market. That's how you trade by the trade like an institution. There are people, but I've had people calling themselves institutions. Institution and you are scalping with zero point 0.1. You are opening at 10%, 0.1, then you wait for seconds, then you close. Institutions we wait for real move. You just wait. If you're not trading gold with one lot and above, don't call yourself an institution. It has come by those people. Some people are calling themselves institutions, and they are trading with 0.1, 0.05. Now that one leave to us in gold. By the way, that's why I'll always say that capital is the key in this forex trading. Instead of trading with your even $100, $200, let me tell you a key. Go and buy a funded account. If you are a skilled trader, if you are a skilled trader, go and buy a 50K pro farm account. 50K pro farm account will give you a daily drawdown of like 2,000. So it's like every day you have like 2,000 to play with, or rather to trade with. You understand? So 2,000 is far more than 200. When you make 10% from 200 from 2,000, is it's easier than making 200 100% from 200. You get that? So go and get a profile. If you get a good profile, 2,000, and you're a good trader, one good move in gold should see you to about 6,000. By the way, okay, because of RR of 3 or something. So one good move should see you, or even if it gets you 2,000, it's easier than going to over leverage with $200. Um, so I feel that's something that we can really think of and have to do. Anyway, that was just a by the way. Let's have a continuation in our analysis. So to take that screenshot so that we put in our chart. And confirm to me if you are getting me loud and clear. I realize there was a mistake. Sometimes people are not getting me loud and clear. So for our continuation, so you've seen the price has already tapped this zone. We've already seen that has tapped this zone. So it was more of an open trade, because I already missed a zone. Anytime I write continuation in my analysis for the same week, it means um we're having a different outlook now in the market. We're having a different outlook. So two things here. We have price, price reacting in neckline. All right, neckline. But again, this neckline is crazy. Neckline of a W pattern, and also we see a potential M pattern. So this makes this makes actually the price reactions here very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. At the bottom, this is a W pattern where price has just tapped. And where it has tapped again is also an M pattern, which is very complete. Okay, let's narrow down a little bit and see what is awaiting us. Okay, so a very good market structure, by the way, a very good market structure. And after that liquidity sweep, look at that liquidity sweep. This is the leg that swept liquidity, where the market structure shift. We had a beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful breakout structure. This is a breakout structure that we had here. A beautiful one, breakout structure. Then we have another beautiful here market mini breakout structure like that. Now, for people who trade ICT and everything, I know ICT has a lot of terms referring to almost the same thing. Yeah, that's something that I really realized and I learned. The ICT himself, Michael Adelstone, has a lot of terms referring to the same thing. For example, the things just like a simple demand or supply, it calls an order block, and this order block changes name depending on where it's happening. Can be called an order block, a mitigation block, a breaker block, a violation block. So it has a lot of names concerning that. We have things like CISD, that's change instead of delivery. In fair value gaps, we have consequent encroachment. We have I don't know bread and butter. So it called a lot of things model. I think it was just coining names. So later on I realized that I don't have to use those names to really confuse myself. All right. I just maintain the idea but use basic words. So when you see me, I'm not almost writing all those words. I just call it a block, a block, a block. So gold has a when I see something like this one, gold has a tendency of reacting to it. Yeah. Gold has a tendency of reacting to that one. Now let's look what has happened below here. Was there liquidity that has been taken below here? Liquidity below this one, because this one will give us a very good move for the next time. Okay, no liquid. Actually, price has completely closed below it. No liquidity has been taken. It means perhaps we might get some buys from where the price is reacting to this zone. Actually, I'm targeting this zone. That is from 41.17 all the way to 41.38. That's like 17 units. That's the buy that you want to take target. And I hope we are going to take these buys on these live. All right. Those are the buys we are going to target right now on these buys on this live. So don't worry, I'm going to give you an entry. Watu wakiamka saa 11, I mean wakiamka saa 2 wapate sisi tumefanya namna gani, sha catch the worm. And traders, please also have an appeal. Wacha kutusi watu wanafanya 9 to 1 only because you are doing forex. Forex is not easy. Some people are doing 995 and they are struggling also. They're also doing forex and it's not working. So tuache question ni kama forex must work for everybody. How many millionaires are out there and they're not forex traders? How many? Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend as if forex works for you. Forex, we know how forex is. Some of us who have really gone through the process, we know how hard forex is. We know how stressful it can be. So we know those things. All right. So now we are faced with another another hurdle. We really did get it to that level. Now the question lingers. Really, are we going to get to that level? If you buy blindly, then you might end up losing your money. But if you're going to buy with a good structure, you might still get your money. These are 30 minutes time frame. And now, just as I've told you, gold always respects some key levels. Hata kama itakupea at small reactions, it will always respect those key levels. So already where we are sitting at is a key level. Look at all those multiple 30 minutes rejections. Tells you something about this level. So gold by not assuming there is no news, because sometimes news just pierce through the levels. The way it's moving close as slowly to the level. That is how you're going to see some rejections. Perhaps before maybe closing, because you can see in 1 hour. Yes, it was a zone. Even you can see in 1 hour, there was a zone that was here. And the price broke to this zone here. And sometimes price can just react off that zone. Weak up to the above, but react there to give us some sales. Okay. So if you look at this particular model only, this is for time frame. If you look at this place only, one thing I've learned about gold, study its liquidity patterns. Yeah. Gold is not a pair that you enter blindly. If there is no model to support why you're buying, then you just stay up to the market. That's my little advice. So for me, let me tell you what an entry looks to me. And a good entry in gold will look something like this one. Perhaps gold comes, you have um, this leg comes, sweeps liquidity, closes above, you have a packet structure shift, then something like that. Those are the moves that I'm looking at, or I'm interested in when it comes to trading gold. But clearly, markets like it's almost respecting this zone with fast rejections, another rejections like coming into play. So we'll wait and see. Perhaps we might not catch this move to tap here because I know it might be an aggressive one, tapping and leaving very fast. But at the end of the day, we'll see if you can get a clean move to finish as the day. Because from this gold, actually today I intend to pass the perform using gold today. I'll tell you the results later. But that is my intention to pass this thing only using gold or any other paper. But for gold, I would wait and see what happens. All right? Wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens. Welcome to this live stream. Feel free to ask questions. So I was just reacting on people that you are on the live. Okay, now let's go to the next to analyze this one. Um, I did not take this trade. I did not take this trade, but actually we are waiting for this trade. You know, sometimes just put so that I can see how my analysis works. Because at some time when I see a pair closely relating, I normally treat that as at the same level of risk. For example, this one was so much correlating to GU. So taking the same trade is like I've taken the same trade twice. So, but I did not take this for that matter. And I still believe it's going to drop to this zone here before having some buys. Let's see if that's still the case for DXY. Also, you can see DXY is approaching my supply zone. So if it taps this zone, it might be in for some sales. And the same thing, I was waiting for this one to take this liquidity here, and perhaps might be up for some buys. GU has to take this liquidity. Price, that's how price works. Cannot just come and react on this one. This liquidity will be taken. All right, it will be taken. So that's happened. Has happened. So right, what I want to do, want to see if we can be able to get some some more trades. If you can get some more trades, maybe on this reaction, you know it's possible. Yeah, probably can get some sales over here. But now this one I'll have to wait and see. It's more of these are just a re-entry. So if you get something, you can be able to wait for that reaction to get some more sales on. Let's put an alert here today. So we wait to see if we can get some sales on that, so they can take advantage of and finish that particular ride to the downside. That's a fair value gap, the 30 minutes fair value gap. But we want to see if you can take advantage of. You get the point? Yeah, because this move actually has to come to an end eventually. That move has to come to an end eventually. We want to see if you can take advantage of that move. That is going to be fine. We need to risk a lot of that and see what will need to happen. All right, so it's still, and I also think the same thing just going is almost the same thing because um gold has already tapped the zone that it might be buying from. Let's go back to 1 hour. You see, gold has already tapped the zone that you should be buying from. That is a neckline. So it might just come to clear level liquidity a little bit as the rest are coming to clear liquidity down. Then you can have some buys. So that is my outlook for today, and we need to be very, very careful on that trade so that you don't usijikute kwamba again we are missing. You know, last time we missed trades and they happened, I mean, on Wednesday 6. This pair after running for some time, I think now it has calmed down to a point that now we can talk. Okay, DBP card again is one of my favorite pairs. Only that sometimes it behaves like I don't know what. See, even it was here. It was here and we did not do anything with it. But now I think next time let's do something on this. This is now a new analysis for the week. I think before doing that, let's look at this guy here because we analyzed him. This guy has been amazing. I think. Okay, what do you think? Uh, I think from where I sit, I think it's time to buy him. I just think so, right? Because look at close here, then we went here, we came to clear everything that can be there. Then we are now bullish. But let's see. You know, we work actually we work with entry. Work with entry. As we must just get a good entry. No good entry confirmations, no taking the trade. This was the last break of structure. Are we good? Are we good there? This is the last break of structure. This is the leg that broke the structure. So we're going to mark this. I'm going to mark this level here. Let me just mark body to body like that. So that one is our supply. That one is our supply. Let me put here supply. On Bianca trading, you have to really work with principles. I've wasted a lot of time having knowledge but failing to work with the principles, and I've lost money. Anytime I've been making mistakes, and I corrected my mistakes earlier, I would be so far, much behind. Okay, so you need to really work with rules. I almost say rules. Okay, you really need to do that. Now, again, if you look at this perspective, it was more of an M pattern, and a try of retracement to the plan or something, but did not work. So still chances are very high. Chances are very high, but just have a retracement to this zone. Okay. So nothing to be excited yet. Nothing to be excited yet. Can just be that move. That can just be the move. Eh? So it's important we take note of that on that one. It got to be analyzed just it was just being a groundkeeping thing. So let's look at GBP card daily profile. I've always talked on how I trade. I don't look at everything per se. Nianze kubaki ku break or structure. No, I just look at the daily profile, like what has been happening in the recent few days, or rather, when prices get into a key level somewhere. Like for example, what we are seeing now. These are weekly time frame. Okay. Now, after trading for some time and finally beating this key level, you can see there's a sharp weekly reaction. Okay, but it broke the level or something. Okay, so you might really expecting to see a retracement, and these are the zones that actually you're looking at to see back above it. All right, look at that sharp rejection. That's the weekly level. I don't want it to disappear. Why is my weekly level disappearing? I don't want it to disappear, bro. Uh, should be in days, should be in hours. Okay, so we have that zone clearly mapped out. That maybe we expect price to retrace to, and this one I can also modify it further a bit and put it here to that candlestick. Let's not have that long thing. That's just enough. Okay, so that's actually my expectation. I don't see much happening there. Just have that. So you see, as much as I've looked on the weekly time frame, I was just narrowing down something small to be there. So after that strong weekly rejections that was expecting, let's just go to forward time frame. Don't need to have a lot of writing there. It is more of self-explanatory. So if you go to the forward time frame, the marking is still there. But let's see what else you can be able to gather. I can clearly see there is more of a break or structure here. That's a visible breakout structure, and nothing else also happened there. And we had this immediate low. This is the lowest point. Okay, so let's remove this. That's how we keep on refining. You know, you keep on refining pole as you head to the higher time frames. So we have let me call this my demand zone. That's my demand zone, like that. What else can I see? Mark what you see, yeah. Okay, that's all. I think that's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all for that demand zone. Nothing more. Nothing less. Uh, Again, this one is it is self-explanatory. Um, we are refining it. Okay. Perhaps let's see if we can now get some moves in 1 hour time frame. I think 30 minutes will bring us the moves according to what we wanted. So yeah, so you can get this one as our breakout structure to the upside. You have a breakout structure to the upside. So this breakout structure, we have market structure shift happened all the way here. And since then, nothing has happened. So far, nothing has happened. Now I can see. You see now this now is a bit choppy. If you ask me, I feel like it's a bit choppy. Um, it's a bit choppy. It's a bit choppy. So it's not a good one to trade. I leave it. I'll 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 leave it at that. Yes. Also, this one, as explained to you, I don't like trading a market that's already consolidating. You get my point. Yeah. I really want to see a market that is trending and we can be able to tell its direction. I think I'll take this buys one because I said it in the let's select that we are really looking at these buys. Let's see. Look at Dracula's buys to Lali. I mean, we go and prepare for work. But that's the problem again doing 9 to 5 because now I have to go and prepare. I'm supposed to leave here very early. So that is the liquidity sweep. A nice one. Now price is reacting at this zone here, at this supply. Karanga kakanda kashikilia price. Okay, interesting. Price have been giving us a series of lower low, lower high, low, high, lower low, target this high. If you're not careful here, you end up for a buy, but it was just a liquidity sweep. Hey, hey, and we have so. Do you see what? Careful. Have you seen how price has swept that? Have you seen that? Ama we uoni? Auoni? Kama uoni, tutakuonyesha. Okay, so it's a good setup, but needs vigilance. do it together. Is vigilance. Inaweza kuwa this was just an but inaweza kuwa iko sawa tu. Can see what are you seeing? It was a breakout structure here kadogo hapo chini. Then we had now it's not calling X. But let's analyze it there. So I think the analyze for gari nikiendanga tu pole pole. That's why a trader you need a car. Even when you're running to your errands, you can just get somewhere in your car and do your trade analysis. So I think it might hold long termly because is this not a clean setup according to you? Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Uh-huh. And the price gave us a reaction on this one. There is no much liquidity residing over here. So he already with a reaction on this one, low, reaction on it, causing another low here. And liquidity has been taken. Yeah. So I believe that let's see the pips. If the pips are there, you are going to go this trade. I believe these 30 pips will be available if you are trading them. They'll be available, but let me wait to see how price going to react on this. Okay, but it's a good price action. Let's see his counterpart. Counterpart showing us something different. But yeah, so wait and see. Gold is really battling in that zone. Battling. Gold, you're battling in the zone. Anyway, that is it. USD CHF, did I analyze it? Is it? I feel like I was looking at this pair. I wanted it to come to that level, and it has really come to the level. So it's giving us some vibes of selling. It's giving us some vibes of selling. Shall we? Shall we, guys? But when you see this one, I'm not clear. If you see me, I'm not analyzing a pair. I'm not putting it on. Just know that I'm just looking at it casually. Yeah? Because at times we just look at pairs casually. Not all of them you analyze. Just look at the pairs casually and you see if it's giving you that vibe that you want or it's not giving. All right. So this one breaking this one expected to have a reaction there and here. Okay. My guy is trying. She is trying, but I feel I'm not yet convinced. You'll have to look at her more and more and more and more and more. Hey, this one now after breaking my heart some time back, it's now like she wants to reconstruct herself. Okay, okay, baby, that's fine. I know you know how you broke my heart, but it's fine. After this, a lot of multiple reactions there. With no further ado, now she wants to do what? She wants to buy, and we'll be on it. Don't leave any stone unturned. Okay, you have broken this structure. Let's see how you react back. Perhaps we can get you some buys that you want to tell us. I can see you have a very good breathing zone of buying. That's good. You umekuwa ukitrend vibaya, umegua huko juu. This one also will not been doing good to me. Card JPY is their trade this week. I think this pair I'll get one analyzer. That's what I think. I genuinely think that I'm waiting for a move, but I think she's coming out so nicely. All right. Gold still you're looking where you see checking on her. Gold is not doing well. Euro USD, I mean GU. So gonna give us an entry back. And we appreciate that. So that's fine. So that's fine. So guys, I'll stop there. See you in the next one. Have a good day. Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. You mean all this time? It's me you've been seeing. Pauline Zan. I forgot my photo was all over the screen, but sorry for that. It is what it is. See you in the next one.